Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Unreal Return to Pali. On this episode we're returning back to the Prometheus, across the bridge and hopefully not into the 7th circle of hell. Actually I don't know how many circles of hell there are. I never really read Dante's Inferno, or the Divine, what is it, Dante's The Divine Comedy, but at any rate we got to deal with these mercenaries. The last episode I kind of alerted one of the mercenaries to my presence, so I'm not sure where he went off to. But maybe I killed him? I don't know. Thankfully we've got a combat assault rifle here, and I need the car clips because I'm really running low on ammo there. And I like that they have little medical stations. I don't know if you saw that or not, but little medical stations like the first episode of Unreal, the first section of Unreal, where they had little medical stations that break glass in case of emergency. Not sure why a medical kit would be behind glass, especially glass that you have to break, because it seems to me if you break glass to get to a medical kit, you could potentially cause more damage to your arms and hands due to glass cutting you. So it doesn't make sense to me. Seems a very self-defeating way to get to a med kit there. Now I realize why you have to break glass for a fire alarm, because the act of the breaking glass can cause a circuit to be tripped, and it's not something you're going to do usually by accident. You're not going to bump and, break glass usually. But anyways, our next plan, our next step is to get down here somehow. But before we do, I'm going to walk a little bit around this level to kind of show you the engines, a little bit of design, and that this level is kind of a maze. See these medikits here. I don't know why you would break glass for a medical emergency, but anyways, this is giving us a little bit of information. A circuit overload. There's not a whole lot of translator messages. It's not like the ISV Cran where we had to decipher a bunch of translator messages to kind of figure out what to do. On this, fortunately, this is just telling us, well, a ship was doomed. It's not like we're going to raise the Titanic here, But the level design's really nice, very symmetrical. Makes it look like you're really in a ship here. So I think that covers most of the translator messages. What we have to do is we have to eventually go up there, but the power lift, well, the turbo lift rather, is non-operational right now, unfortunately. So what we have to do again is to go jump across here and jump across here. That orange stuff, by the way, I think that's power coolant, will really hurt you. So avoid it as much as possible. Looks like the ship is not entirely stable. It's shaking here. That orange stuff will really hurt you. So again, don't walk into it. You don't have a toxin suit for it. But anyways, go up this little tube. Kind of like Tyranniacs, I think it was, with the tubes that you had to go in and out. And over here we can hear mercenaries. And we could go that way eventually, but if you go this way, you'll actually get a little bit of goodies. A few goodies. There are a lot of mercenaries on top of the ship. Don't ask me how they are on top of the ship or why they're on top of the ship waiting for us, but they are. Just a little bit of an invisible plot wall there, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense or not, what I just said. Yeah, it's not really a plot wall. It's just some sort of a conspicuous plot device. But it's not really Deus Ex Machina either, Sometimes some plot devices just don't make any sense whatsoever. Just put some enemies out in the middle of nowhere on top of a ship that they have no business of being on top of. It makes sense in a game, I suppose. Now down here, you can go two different directions, but I'm going to go here first. Because if you go to the other way, you have to go back into this door to access this area. But we have a couple of mercenaries around here, and I got really unlucky with that grenade. But fortunately, Yeah, I got unlucky with that grenade as well. Eventually we'll get him. And I'm low on the flat cannon as well. That's why I don't really want to use it that much in this level. Because I'd hate to waste it. It's such a wonderful weapon. I think the flat cannon's probably my favorite weapon. But unfortunately I really couldn't use it that much in this level. I hope you're okay, by the way, with me dividing this up into 2 separate parts. But I figured since this level was kind of rather long and very tedious, I thought I'd just divide it up to kind of alleviate the boredom. Give you sort of a break in the action. That's what the combat assault rifle does. It prevents them from kind of activating their shields. So it's obvious this is a UMS ship because of the name, and it's our ship. It's from Terra, or Terran, or Earth, whatever you want to call it. But it definitely looks like mercenaries have hijacked the ship. And we're going to have to deal with a lot of them. We haven't dealt with all of them yet. Now, there are 2 different elevators you can go down, but this is the only elevator with a bridge. You see that other hole over there? Well, we can't jump over that. Those little beeping sounds sound really close to a particular enemy in Half-Life. Now, if you attack this, those mercenaries in the back, this mercenary comes out and tries to attack you as well. So I think that's kind of wonderful. And they give you a lot of mercenaries with armor, too. But anyways, these are the crew berths, by the way. Oh, I forgot about this guy. He kind of startled me. This was post-commentary, obviously. But anyways, this is the crew berths. We got some armor here. We might as well take it. Looking around for translator messages here. But there is a translator message here. Huh. Foreshadowing. Well, that's not really foreshadowing. I don't know what the plot device that is. This is a false sense of security. That is where we need to go eventually, but before I go down there, I'm going to kind of show you some more translator messages. Gives you a little bit of backstory. I don't like that. Not much, but enough. That's sick bay over here. Or I think that's sick bay. I don't know. But anyways, time to go down here. Geronimo!
The Prometheus came down hard in a valley, shedding debris as she dropped out of the sky. There were bodies everywhere. I have to assume that the whole crew was wiped out. 150 souls. God, I hate this planet. The ship is a nightmare. The hull is breached in several places, one of the engine cores is melted down, and the corridors are infested with mercenaries. But I'm close to being done. I just need to find the data cores and then trigger the ELT on the bridge.
So, how much more difficult can it possibly be? Well, we'll find out next time on Let's Play Unreal. Have a good day. Bye-bye.